For me, the first time I did a 24-hour race, I said, we are crazy, we are mental. We call it an endurance race, but it's not an endurance race anymore. We are driving flat out. It's a sprint race, which lasts 24 hours.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you. I'll see you in an hour.
Yeah, sure, sure.
We've been waiting all week for this moment, so let's hope we can keep it all together. Starting P21, you know, it's such a long race. We can hopefully make a bit of progress in the first few laps.
Spa 24 hours is the most challenging race of the season. Such a difficult track to keep all the car in one piece.
The toughest part of the 24-hour race, I've got to say, is everything.
It is the biggest GT3 race in the world. It's the 70th running of the Total 24 Hours of Spa as we go racing.
Alex Buncombe
up into second place.
Second place.
Matt and Lucas have done a great job, and then when Lucas handed over to me, fortunately it was under the full course yellow, and we gained quite a lot of time. I've just come in, but we were running P2 overall. 19 hours and 48 to go, so we've got a long way to go in the race.
Getting towards nightfall here at Spa-Francorchamps.
Night signaling, all cars lights on, all cars lights on.
The night stints are probably the toughest, you know, you have the glare of the lights from the cars behind, cars flashing you.
It's very stressful because you have lights on the mirrors and you can't tell how close the car behind you is. You don't see your braking points.
The mirror is blinding you with his lights.
Yeah, look at all the headlights flashing, everybody flashing at everybody.
Here's Matt Parry, number 23, young Welsh racer, pressing on very, very hard indeed.
To be out at Spa at night with limited amount of sleep with 64 cars, it doesn't sound like a great mix, does it?
We're P8 at the moment. Lots of action now in the night, it's always the way. People start getting a bit tired, a bit lethargic, and yeah, just keep people making mistakes, so we've got to keep our eyes on the ball, and oh, it's just gone red flag.
Red flag, all cars to enter the pit lane, all cars to enter the pit lane.
You are dehydrated, you haven't slept enough. I feel like I went out to a nightclub and then I slept for 2 hours, and then they are asking me to jump into a race car. This is how it is. It's drivers, we are in hangover mode. You are dehydrated, you haven't slept enough, you have to go there and push like hell.
Green flag, green flag.
We go green now after nearly 2 hours of no racing.
It's 2 a.m. Everyone is tired by now. I haven't been able to sleep. I'm starting to feel tired, honestly.
For getting into speed, I'll drive a little bit of GT Sport with the GTR and try to make myself awake.
The sun is coming now. You can see there's some light is coming. Currently we are P3, so we will keep pushing and let's see how we are after the technical service.
My favourite stint has to be dawn. Dawn is just a beautiful time of the day. The engineers call it the happy hour. New tyres, full fuel, bang, the times just come in.
It is almost 6 a.m, so there are 10.5 hours left.
Pretty tired now. I think I got in at like 3 a.m, so I don't really know where I'm at the moment, and I need to get some grub and get some sleep.
End of night procedure. End of night procedure.
Personally, I think the hardest part of the race is in the morning. No? The sun is coming and you get really tired, no? With the eyes, with the light coming, and that's the most struggling part of the race.
Oh, this is looking busy. Offside. That was O'Reilly, outbraked himself.
To the garage immediately. Okay, crew, are you ready?
The endurance side for the mechanics, you could argue, is even harder than the drivers. Every time the car comes in, obviously every hour, they've got fuel, tyres to do. If they make a mistake on the wheel and they lose 20, 30 seconds, so there's a lot of pressure on them.
Fire extinguishant all over the 22 Nissan.
Yeah, it looks like a small issue when you say the car is on fire. we missed a couple of laps, but it could be worse.
Send the car as soon as it's ready.
Fix it quite quickly, just made a mess of the extinguisher. Feeling fairly tired now.
They don't get a lot of sleep. When they do, it's probably 10 or 15 minutes, and then it's back out in, into the pit lane, and they're fully on it.
The mechanic, they can have a little rest, but the engineer, he has to be awake for 24 hours. They are writing every lap time through 24 hours. Bam, 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 bam. They don't sleep.
We're monitoring everything. It's like playing chess for 24 hours. It's great fun. This is why endurance racing is so good.
Last 2 hours of this race. 23 Nissan is still hanging in there in the top 10.
Going very well in the hands of Lucas Ordóñez.
We're all extremely tired, and you can feel the car's just getting a bit tired now.
The pedals are getting very hot.
We've got a bit of a gap to the car behind, so we just want to consolidate our P7 at the moment, so keep fingers crossed.
A little bit of recovery from Matt Parry, feet in a bucket of cold water.
Every part of your body is suffering. Your back, your neck, your legs, your arms, your hands, everything is in high pressure, in high demand.
Obviously, body is, you feel the pain on the back, obviously many hours in the car, pushing really hard on the brakes and on the throttle and the steering wheel in our rouge corner. But we're still fighting for points in the biggest GT race in the world.
So after 23 hours, we are down to this. 60 minutes remaining in the 70th running of the Total 24 Hours of Spa.
The last stint is really tough, almost 24 hours driving and a lot of pressure, a lot of adrenaline in your body for so many hours. That makes it really challenging for the driver.
509 laps completed.
This is your last lap. This is your last lap.
Crossing the line, there's not any other feeling that really comes close to it. Your emotions are running wild, you're mentally tired, you're physically tired. The feeling in your body you can't really describe.
Well done, mate. Well done.
So happy for the team, for my teammates, finishing P7 in the points, and now let's celebrate.
That was an emotional 24 hours, knackered, but it was worth it.
There's times when you think, why the hell am I doing this? Like, days like today, it's worth it.
I'm just knackered, so I'm only going to get a sugary drink, I think, and then celebrate with the guys.
For the players.